Alright, so it's the 28th. It's the 28th. It's 3 days after Christmas. Oh, 3 days only. Wow. It's only 3 days after Christmas. And yeah, I was working the past 2 days. Kind of tired today. I didn't really sleep all too well. But yeah, it's the 28th. There's only 3 more days left of 2020, and then we go into 2021. I got to go see my family on Christmas, and I don't want to say Christmas was a little disappointing this year, but I honestly kind of feel like Christmas was a little disappointing this year. Partially just because, I didn't get to go around and see the rest of my family, but majority of people ended up not doing that anyways. I didn't get to see my extended family. And then I also didn't actually get any presents yet from my parents. My mother got me a lens that's been on my wish list for 2 or 3 years now. And that's still in the mail. She ordered it back on the 11th and it still hasn't arrived. So yeah, it was a 40mm pancake lens that Canon, I guess, released back in 2012. I had a bunch of information about it researched, and I kind of forgot it because it's been 2 or 3 years now. And then for my sister, I ended up getting 3 storage bins. 3 large storage bins, which is what I was wanting. Makes it a little bit easier for when I have to move out of this place at the end of the school year in June. And then I also got some antibacterial hand soap. I don't know, my sister found a 4-pack at I think Fred Meyer's or something like that, and so she went and got some. I don't know. I don't want to sound entitled and say that it was underwhelming, but I kind of feel like Christmas this year was a little underwhelming. I ended up not being called in on Christmas Eve. I wanted to be called in to work on Christmas Eve because that was time and a half, but they ended up not doing it. But I was called in early on the day after Christmas, but that's still not time and a half though. So it's just, I'm glad that this year is almost over. This has been honestly a really shit year. I have not liked it at all. I don't know, everything is just kind of everything kind of stacks on top of itself, and then you get overwhelmed, and that's just been this entire year all along. I know how to cut my own hair now. I got my own hair trimmer, a Oster 76 hair trimmer back in May when the lockdowns first started. It was $180 or something like that. And since then, I have effectively paid it, it's effectively paid for itself, because the place I used to go get my haircut was $20 for a haircut plus a $3 tip or so. So $23. And yeah, I've cut my hair 8 or 9 times now. So it's actually almost 12 times probably, because I've done it multiple times in a single month. I know that. I did it just the other day because my hair was bugging me, and so now it's better. Yeah, I know how to cut my own hair now. I got a bunch of plants. This one's bolting, that one's blooming. This one fell over the other day because I put it in my window to try and I put it in my window and I shouldn't have. And they're uninsulated windows, and it got cold and fell over, and I freaked out, but now it's standing up, so that's all good. And I got 2 more plants yesterday, and we're gonna try and make those live. This one's called a desert rose, I think it was. And then this one, I don't remember what this one's called, but it reminds me of a plant that we had in the bathroom at my parents' house growing up. So we're gonna, I got that. I'm gonna leave those in these pots for a little while, and then I'm eventually going to get some pots for them. Not quite sure if my amaryllis are actually going to end up living much longer though, because the bulbs have gotten quite squishy. They've used up a lot of the nutrients and energy stored in them, which that's kind of the whole marketable ideal with those, is you're supposed to just set them out, let them grow for the month of December, and then just throw them out, but I kind of wanted to make them live. So once the flowers wilt and once the stalks turn yellow and I cut that off, I'm gonna see how long those actually live. It may not be all too long. This plant right behind me, I accidentally broke off a leaf the other day moving it around, and yeah, it's not happy. I think I need to get another pot for it, but I haven't found a pot that I actually like. So I made some clam chowder for myself the other day. I tried making a video about it, but my camera kept dying, so I'm gonna redo it, and that was pretty good. But yeah, I also got myself a can opener because I didn't have a can opener, and now I have a can opener. I thought I would have more interesting stuff to talk about, but I guess I don't. So yeah, life is life. Life is fun. It's not been all too fun recently though. I got really kind of depressed on Christmas night. I was alone in my dorm, and I got drunk on rosé, and it was fun at first, and then it wasn't. I don't know, it's just, I watched Soul, and Soul is about trying to find meaning in life other than what you think you're intended to do, but still watching it still kind of ended up making me feel kind of useless, because I'm 20 and I haven't really done anything, and I look at other people who are 20, and there's people that are running, managing their own businesses, and they're running these multi-million-dollar companies, and then there's just me who's got nothing. But it's also not exactly the best to be comparing yourself to others, but you can't help yourself. It's just comparing yourself to others. And yeah, I don't know. It's not doing anything else except for going to work every single day, or going to work 3 or 4 days of the week, and then being too tired once you get home to actually really do anything else. It kind of makes you not feel the best. So Yeah, especially also failing a class 2 terms in a row, which I am going to need to redo. I did go and I went back, I had to go back over to my grandmother's house and helped her fix her Wi-Fi and her printer the other day. She had CenturyLink and they canceled her service because she also had their Prism TV service and they cut that and it was like a package deal, so they just canceled her service outright. So now she has Xfinity and I had to help her with that. And she's kind of saying that she might not like Xfinity, which makes sense since Xfinity is Comcast. But yeah, this is a meaningless video. It's just me rambling, but it makes me feel better, so I'm gonna do it. Dude, it's kind of mediocre, but I'm still loving it.